As a matter of fact, I did get some beer. Damn it. Hello, everyone. It is almost 3 o'clock. 92 degrees in. Let me give you the weather report. Let's see, what the hell is it here? It's hotter than fuck, I can tell you that. And it's only going to get worse. It's supposed to be 101, 102 degrees tomorrow. Oh, God. Missouri. That's the way it is in the summer. It says 93 degrees in St. Louis. Feels like 109. But the humidity, it is sticky. Ooh, nasty. About 100 degrees, my air conditioner in my car says, you know what, hamster, you're going to sweat. So I know, you need some juice. I get it. So anyway, this brings up something we should probably talk about. Being an engineering geek. Being well, that's what I do for a living, that kind of shit. I have a 4-year degree in gender studies. Yeah, well, you can't really be the engineer with that, right? So, now I'm not saying that this company, not even close, saying that this Renogy company is doing anything shady. That's not what I'm saying. I think a lot of these companies are not doing that. I'm sure whatever this product is, it's a great product, right? It's a Lycan 5000 power box. I mean, it sounds good. You got some extra power there. I think it's a good idea, especially in these, let's be honest, shit hits the fan situations that might be coming one of these days. It wouldn't hurt to have some kind of source of energy to run your shit, charge your phone, whatever. Weld your whatever, right? The problem that we have here, and I'm not going to all flip out geeky here and get out the calculus. Bernoulli's equation, it's a second order difference. No, this is simple math. And a lot of you guys probably already know this. Maybe you don't, but I do have, 20, 25 years experience in this particular field. And so I thought, you know what, if I could help, I'll give it a try here. Because, we talk bullshit all the time. This is practical stuff. What are you going to be able to do with this Lycan 5000, right? Well, you're going to be able to do a lot, but not for very long, it turns out. Now, again, I'm not shitting on this company. I'm sure they're great. They're wonderful. Their website is full of words. But you can look up Renogy.com. I'm sure you can go to their site. They got products, they got solutions, they got calculators, they got all kinds of stuff, right? So I saw this advertisement on one of the videos I was watching. It's like, okay, it's the Lycan 5000 power box. Take control of your energy. Okay, sounds good. Looks like a nice rig. You can roll it around there. It's got sufficient wires, enough gauge there, so you're doing all right. So now it says here the power output here is 3,500 watts, and you can charge it in an hour to 80%. So that's good. Problem, of course, is if you need an uninterruptible power supply, you might not have the juice, right? So you're going to want to have a backup generator. You want to have a windmill, solar, perhaps, something. I mean, if shit gets really bad, the power is going to go away. Likely, you're going to need something to run your cell phones and your laptops and all that. So you can expand this thing, put them in parallel, basically, get up to 19.2 kilowatt hours. Now, do you see anything here that would get your attention right away? Now, I know many of you guys are not engineers. I know Riggs is. He's an expert at this. Or is it Pliskin? Maybe it's Pliskin. It might be Snake. Some of these guys are experienced with battery-type things, okay? And so you've got to be hip, kids, with the terminology. A kilowatt hour is 19.2 kilowatts for 1 hour. 3,500 watts here is meaningless. It doesn't tell you how long it's going to last. Kilowatt hour is the standard. And basically it means this much power for that long, 1 hour. So 1 kilowatt hour is 1,000 watts for 1 hour. It's pretty simple math. It's not that hard. You guys can, if I can do it, you can do it. Stop. Excuse me. So there seems to be a bit of confusion, at least in my head. And this looks like it's set up for 3-phase here. So, okay, good. I mean, I do this shit for a living. And sometimes I look at it, it's like, I better scratch that out on a piece of paper. What the hell is going on here? So again, it's not that they're lying to you. I don't believe that at all. I'm sure this is a wonderful company. But if you're an old guy or an old woman, back in the day, remember the power amplifiers you could buy for your car? 1,200 watts. And, all kinds of crazy shit like that. They weren't lying, really, but they weren't exactly telling you all the conditions where you can get 1,200 watts, right? You could put in this little power booster and just get all kind of like your fucking car would melt with some of these. You could 6,000 watts to run your woofers and all in it. Wasn't a lie. But there were some things that weren't included in the description, like what are the conditions for that? And so you got nice pictures here. You got outdoor stuff, construction site, power outages. Yeah, okay, good. Off-grid living. Yep, great. So here's the unit. Should we play the video? I didn't even know there was a video. All right. Well, you wanna? Let's see, is my speakers so I can hear? Yes, they are. Okay, let's go. Let's see what.
Skyrocketing electricity bills. Some Texans have seen bills as high as $17,000.
Yeah, when the windmills broke down, a couple of years ago.
After last week's storm. That's because the electric reliability.
Uh-oh.
Can someone please help me?
Right. Now, here are these engineers.
There are many reasons why the power grid may go down.
Yes, sir.
And unfortunately, we never really know when a power outage may occur. As a husband, father, and engineer, I recognize the need for efficient solutions to be able to
He's one of the chosen. He's one of the chosen.
Through all sorts of disasters.
He's an engineer, man.
And this is why we have Lycan.
Damn.
An innovative power solution to help you get the best experience from your off-grid life. You can integrate Lycan.
I mean, do you get laser beams and shit like that with hey, that might be worth it right there. I want to see that
into your existing electric power system.
Okay.
With an automatic transfer switch, which provides uninterrupted power during emergencies.
Right.
Thanks to the pre-wired design, plug-and-play connectors, and
I like the idea though that they can roll it around. That's pretty good. That's good. That's a good idea.
Built-in circuit breakers. Lycan is simple to use and easy to repair.
Well, for electrical engineers, it is.
If you want to go a bit further, Lycan can be easily expanded up to 19.2 kilowatt hours. With
19.2 kilowatt hours, 19.2 kilowatts for 1 hour. Energy times time. Okay.
Renogy 48-volt lithium batteries.
All right, so they got 48-volt batteries. Good. And we'll get to that here in a moment. About this.
Covering any application from short-term blackout protection to long-term off-grid living.
Okay.
With a 4.8 kilowatt hour capacity and pure sine wave AC output.
It's got the pure sine wave AC. Holy shit. Do I got to pay extra for that, sir?
Lycan will protect sensitive electronics.
What do you mean sine wave, hamster? Tell me what it is. I'll get there. Yeah.
And deliver reliable power to most of your home appliances.
Now, the easy answer is what comes out of your wall is a sine wave at 60 hertz. 60 hertz is 60 times a second. It goes from positive to negative, positive to negative. So that's where you hear, like, if you have a welder or something like that, it's you get that 60 hertz. That's where that's what a sine wave is.
You can conveniently monitor
it's not terrible. You got it.
Lycan's charging and discharging status in real time through our DC Home app. We also took moisture interference into account when we designed the system.
Okay. Pretty cool graphics, kind of. Boom. There you plug in your
features a
thing.
rain cap,
Right.
rubber seals, and a rugged enclosure to
Good.
protect against harsh outdoor environments.
Yeah.
Lycan offers 4,400 watts of solar input capacity.
4,400 watts of solar. Do you have any idea how many panels that would be, gentlemen? It's a lot of panels.
And when the Lycan is connected to both solar panels and AC outlets, it can charge from 0 to 80% in just 1 hour.
I'm kind of digging these graphics, though. You guys think? Yeah.
We can't stop disasters, but we can drastically reduce the vulnerability of our family's well-being when we have
Yes.
to face them. Renogy believes that more people will become empowered to take
Renogy.
energy independence under their own control.
I like it.
Take control of your own energy and lift it to new heights. Renogy empowered.
Looks like a nice rig. Yeah, I would say this would be something worth looking into. So let's continue. So they have pictures of stuff, electrical panels. But hold on. There's the unit. There's the guy plugging in stuff. Good. Yep. It does says here 4,400 watts. That'd be about that many panels on your house to charge this. And it wouldn't be immediate. Excuse me. Powerful output. So here's where the hamster gets a little bit, okay, let's just put reality on the table and see what we can actually do here. Again, it's very simple. It's watts times time. So when you say your 135 watt refrigerator, which is a really tiny refrigerator, over 1 hour, it uses 135 watt hours. So then you do the simple math. You've got 4,800 kilowatt hours, and you divide it. So you get 60 or whatever the number is. Okay, fair enough. However, that fridge that's pretty tiny. Right? Normal fridges are 300-400 watts at least. I know, it's a little bit confusing. But let's look at the heater over here. Because the heater is pretty easy to understand, right? You don't have to be an electrical engineer or a gender studies major to figure this one out, right? So the heater is burning up 1,750 watts. So over 1 hour, it's 1,750 kilowatts kilowatt hours, right? So you can run your heater full time for about 3 hours, roughly. And then this thing will be out of juice, right? Three hours, right? Air conditioner, 1,000 watts. Again, 1,000 or 1 kilowatt hour is 1,000 watts. The air conditioning running for 1 hour, 6.2 hours. See how the math doesn't add up there. This unit has 4,800 kilowatt hours, apparently. So this would be 6.2 kilowatt hours. So it doesn't run for that long. The maximum you could do is 4.8 kilowatt hours. 4.8 hours. So this is not necessarily a lie. They're probably putting in a lot more there to say, well, the air conditioner doesn't run for the whole hour. So we're averaging it out at 30 minutes an hour, and then we can do, okay. But they don't really tell you that, right? They don't tell you that. Washing machine, 500 watts, 8 times. Okay, it depends on how long it takes to do a cycle, doesn't it? That's the bottom line. How much time is it going to be working? Is it 30 minutes? Is it an hour? Say it's an hour. That's 500 watt hours. So you can run it for about 8 times. See what they're doing? So they're saying your washing machine will run for 30 minutes and we can do it 8 times or whatever, right? So I just want you guys to understand. It's simple math. You just have to do a little bit of multiplication. So when it says 48 kilowatt hours, that means it can deliver 4.8 kilowatts, 4,800 watts for 1 hour. And then you have to do the division for the different various things, like the television, like the coffee maker, like the heater. You're not running a dryer, though, people. You're not running a dryer. Dryer is going to be 800, 1,000 watts. You'll run for 4.8 hours. Now, when you get up into 20,000 kilowatt hours, you hook 5 of these things together. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. You can charge your cell phones. You can run the TV, run the air conditioning, run the fridge, run whatever mama has in the bedside table for a while. But here's the deal. Just again, I don't want to go through a bunch of math and all this shit, but they have 48 volt DC batteries in this thing. Now, all of your appliances here run on 120 volt AC, alternating current. This is 48 volt DC. So there's a bunch of 50 amp hour, blah, 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 in this stuff, whatever. You got to account for the conversion efficiency. Because what happens is you take a DC and you chop it up and you turn it into 60 hertz and you run it through a transformer to get it up to 120 volts to run your shit. So there's also a loss for the efficiency of that. But it says 50 amp hour. Okay, 48 volts, 50 amp hour. 48 times 50, what is that number? 2,500? So the math here is just a little bit weird for me. But I just want you guys to be aware that it's not that this company is lying. I'm sure it's a great product. It's wonderful. But you got to know how this stuff actually works. Like the coffee maker, 900 watts for 90 cups. Okay, well, how long does it take to brew a thing? Maybe. You don't know. You need to figure that out. And of course, figure out how you're going to freaking charge the thing. If the shit hits the fan, you're going to have a windmill, a bunch of solar panels, as they suggest up here. Maybe. Anyway, things to think about. It's not quite as simple, right? There's a lot of, again, not necessarily the misleading information, but you need to know your math. And it's not really that hard. So I just thought I'd run through that today. Again, not shitting on this company. I'm sure it's great. You just got to know, right? Because we were talking to Island Hermit the other day, a few weeks ago. Island Hermit's going to buy a thing in Hawaii. He's going to do all this stuff, off-grid solar. You know, there's a lot of things to consider. For example, how many days of the year do you have sunny skies? Apparently, it rains a lot in Hawaii, so you don't have the solar activity continuously. So you have a lot of wind. Wouldn't it make sense to have a windmill? A lot of things to consider. But it's not that easy. Now, you can run all that shit that they said in there, the coffee maker and the cell phone, the laptops, but it's only going to run for a couple hours. That's the bottom line. You can't run the air conditioner and the washer and dryer and the freaking oven and all this fridge and all this crap for more than maybe an hour or two. That's it. So just be aware of that. Again, no knock against this company, but you just got to know. As I mentioned, the power amplifiers, get one from Pioneer, 14,000 watt peak power. Ugh. Wasn't a lie, but you got to know the conditions under which. All right, I'm going to go get a beer. I'll see you later.